Sorry about that, peoples. Popping back on just to complete my video, which is part 2. The other one's a little bit longer, but watch it first, okay? So I was just about to show you, just pretend that we have cut this as normal first, but instead of having, so let's cut it as the rectangle version. And the other day, I didn't quite want it as rectangular as it was. I wanted it a little bit more square. So you'll see what I mean in a moment. Okay, so that's as the die cut cuts, all right? But imagine now that I want it more of a square. So you can cut it off like that, all right? Or maybe I want this pattern. So this set of die cuts has lots of different widths and lengths. But say, so I'd use this one for one title on a page, and then I wanted to use the same pattern on another part of the page as a small journaling area. So you can also do something like this. That's the bottom one, isn't it? Now you do have to think a little bit more about the pattern. If you've got, say, this pattern, it'd be easier. I think I did it with that one because the pattern, the repetition of the pattern is, you know, like every couple of millimeters. This pattern is sort of like a good full centimetre. But I can, and yeah, I can probably do that. So I'm going to put the crossover in the middle of that one there. So this time, oh no, that won't work. I will have to line it up. Yeah, okay, so you still have to line it up with existing holes, and there I can feel that dropping in. You'll feel it. See, that's sort of not moving, but I can cut it off here with the pattern still lining up, and let's see what I get. Now I'm actually going to only cut a small amount. I don't want it to overrun a second time, just because it might be messy with the print. I really just want this little bit here. So it's going to, there's double pressure all the way up to this point. So I've just got the corner coming in, if you like. Let's see what it does. So you can experiment with different shapes. So let's have a look what it did. I may not have had it perfectly lined up, it looks like. As I said, it is harder on the screen like this, but not too bad. I'm pretty happy with that. Can you, hang on, I'm going to stand up on my stool. So this time I've got a square. I'm just going to, see how that was that tiny, tiny 0.5 millimetre off, but I could just neaten that up and have a look. So I've now got a square from a rectangle. So that's lengthening and shortening and narrowing. So I could also do it, you know, something like this, die cuts, just by thinking about whereabouts your shape and paper is relative to the two mats. It only cuts where you've got the two plates together. It's not going to cut if it's hanging over here. It's also not going to cut if you have your mats like this. So it's only going to cut this part here. It's not going to have double pressure in this part, only single pressure. Hope that makes sense. If you need me to slow it down, if you need me to do a more simplified version, but hopefully for those at home who would like to attempt this, hey Leanne, how are you? Hopefully you've watched video 1 first, so go back and watch that if you haven't. This is my extension, sorry. I got a phone call in the middle and it was an important one. Okay, so I hope that's been useful to you. Feel free to try it at home and then post photos of your die, your Stampin' Up die or your Close to My Heart die, and the piece of paper that you ended up with, or the shape that you ended up with. Okay? All right, that's what's up for this week. Hope you're looking forward to a long weekend. I hope you're still finished off your chocolates. Hi, oh, Linda's there with you, Leanne. You're having a scrapbooking day. Awesome. Well, you'll be able to try out some of these. I am going away this weekend for a crafty weekend and for a fun weekend with my friends because it's a birthday in the next couple of days. We don't want to mention that. I just want to know that I'm going away. Okay, bye for now. Hope that was useful. Talk to you later.